94.7 Asempa FM so ne Ekosiisen dwumadi no waso so a utie no ma yema munyina akwa aba emfa momra yen discussion segment no eso American dia atodwa amamo se yenya impanyifo ekukudam ewo studio ha mayor of Kumasi yetene nka ache kakra enne nyame adom wabekansa ewo ha the din ede Sam Pine and honorable Sam Pine ewo ha watna se yebema na kwa ba enche na afei ya hyase edi enkomo sanso ena former member of parliament for the Bolsa North constituency leading Eddie Timothy Awutirim Atabuade watna se ewa ha yeguso hwe anim se Sofo Charles who so ba beka yen ho na afei yetumi atoa enkomo no so honorable Sam Pine akwa aba na apomu ye de
Obi mejo so nyamina dom bibia ba ko samsum ye
adom
ho efe
ye hu wa ha na ache kakra
ye no kra adwuma no se krokra mu na emre kakra so ba ni afaso na de na ye ndada na de abebom
kuma se boko
nyamia dom ye guso
bibia ekoyi
bibia ye guso kakra kakra na me ekoyi
fantastic honorable Atabuade akwa aba na pom tisen
mejo so
bibia boko
adwuma mu so
nkakra
me Sam Pine de mu na che papa say ni share on I think about one or two stations I bon kombo kakra
okay
free satama okonya MC de aja wa yimi ama
sana asem no one friend me ya mom chirimu a obeka say may you
I'm looking forward to pay my special courtesy call. No matter who said the reception tier with my son.
Very important.
Is it also the bracket me?
Yeah.
The asana bracket me.
Box wash. Yeah, so anyways, inti yada masema baba kan yen ho and fiada enti we'll do probably a review of the week, some of the topical stories this week. Heavy on the economy and NPP matters and so dominate this week. Some point, maybe I'll start with you on party matters. So you're mayor of Kumasi. There was an event in Kumasi. The issues be Brina Abba. In some course, party. Where do you stand, me pacho?
Obi Michel, Mami Chetty for. No BBS. No trip jumpers. They and what do the Maya Yamedin and such. Norman Pennin and a bed Dr. Mahmoud Baumia.
Yes.
Chief of staff, me Mammy Freeman. Chomunina. Party Penufo. General Secretary, Chairman, the Chobi Biara. Bukumi Region Mosa, Regional Minister, Regional Chairman, my fellow MMDC, is Party Penufo supporters are the four media guys and Bomechidom. It was sentiment, especially a Chobi Biara. On say, me wunim say de biano yana party nsem me pese me huro no wo bedwom if you say eku a ye dwon no especially new patriotic party no e wo awopem e na wo depa na wo ban so a party no wan hihye ye no it is contained in the party's constitution of which the three talks about membership of the party. Being a member of the party no one she say ya a chira wo there so ye any said there we ye and you didn't tell manam yes secretary bi o na atwe na so a then Crawford number bi na edi watem na natifo no if you say you need to conform to the rules and regulations of every organization now obi what the teacher kakrada why journalism ache wa corporate world wonim say institution be as a discipline amamu a say no
yes
say notwithstanding baby nipa no wo e ti se fie papa ne mame on be you mani ama omoma no enkora ne say nti se wo ba beka kuo hu a e was said into am say duties of a member e was said a show so obedi party nhihye eso party no e ye nhihye na meti national council mu na ye yes an nhihye
draft code of conduct
yes na meti mu bi ene ye yanka se ye kwasimensa nko ana adwa manu enko yanka se fuse na enko ena lasa ana fuse ni enso enko yati obi biara or your party bano. It doesn't matter so your general secretary and now your polling station executive. Even if you hold the party card, it is deemed rightfully by the fact that we party card is a party bar and the party mra so you sympathize the been at 2 baby and now we're done for the champagne and the name be a year fenty ni kuasem a year far and no a different matter but so we become home na wukuta ahyensodie sɛ woyɛ MPP nia ye mra ya hyehyɛ ne nasefo nyinaa no wo kan ho bi na mnim sɛ Charles Abey the first accusation is say because the mayor me hu but mnim sɛ ɛno no ye bɛka ho asɛm akyire nti ɛyɛ wasɛ de sɛ wo bɛka no wadi so
yes
emre bia no edu internal politics na eya edi nsemba hwe me wofa say John eya me kai ne say no ye general secretary to na me regional secretary menene ye adwuma pa edru say ye betu no so ababiem no ebinum ne me yaka edidi matem reason is simple adenti na medi nachi
that's what this John
me catch from say oye me boss me ne na ye adwuma me mahu boni bi a waye me enti wu na wo se mo ba no mo nka masem yie eno anu no enti eba maybe edu internal politics na wo benya various thinkings opinions but the bottom line is say the good of the party no and the yehwe me they say the executives now started say omo beye wo adwuma no a wo mo edi wo mo susu say some mo kae no emfa ne kwan mu no wo ma frɛ mo ne wo mo edididi enkomo me mentra ha emua obi bi mama me mua before but emom no kremu ni da bia obi ofidie so Charles bedi mu ho adanse maka kire om say me ye multi tribal me ka me moja wo mu masante ma wonwi moja me bunu moja won me no ma di agro chef nkora bremom ye grusifo me na gbe lasenum a wo ye nkrani ahunafo ye nyiri bomu ye tete me mfante from primary school via university enti eba nipa nyi yimu a mempe enti ya mempe se de sasem no ebeba politics mu enti ye kan ye nsem no a we should be circumspect and look at the effect you know and you as a person no the broader new patriotic party minianom Timothy hanom and se bi o maka gui asumre bi mu no ye bre papa and sana perception no ehohoro it's not necessary say ye be dane efunu no a wobu no efunu no ye kosie no ye be kwa hwe ne ni ase nsamo bi wo ho ana bibi se ya enye emu akro nti ye be sre obi biara ogitum so ye new patriotic party kuba no oni party constitution no so okaya na no asmo mbeka me na ntimi nka bi ono abisa na memba nka bi wo muka so mo beye sa adwuma no wo asantuma mu no kumasi
yes
mi hu baby na billboards posters essence ebo kumasi municipality na ebia ni ho na ye authorized
metropolis kumasi
metropolis sorry but ebia ni ho na ye authorized and they have due the attention of some of the organizers na nemu mo no say enisa sinsen ho mekwa akoyie no ye badwene ho asem foforo enti mu ankasa no you should be doing the right things. Two, party no so aka say ye ni hihye eso enti mesrɛ mo monhwɛ so na mo miamfie ni hihye no so fiada na nwumre ni na no pa ni na akon de ne na ensema nkrofo kan de na so wani ni waso ba enya ami fa program no ho ne se o mo de mpanifo se wo mo ntimi stop wo mo
like in public
efidie yi bi so
okay
enti eto da bia yen yesu ene enema bi ebeye no ɛno na kɔtwe nsɛm no ɛde ba nti sɛ wohwɛ anamo yie wohwɛ wano ɛno ketrema yi a hwɛ da bia me papa ɔtɛm bi ɔka kyɛ ma yɛ so significant ɔse bɔne ba nipa tirimu a na ne nyansa afiri mu nti wɔdwene biribi ho na sɛ ɔbɛyɛ sɛ yɛ ne papa mu na ɔdwene sɛ ne bɔne mu ɛma ɔnwene ɛmfa deɛ ɛde bɛba ho ɔyɛ wie a afei ayɛ sɛ obi a ne buafuo na wanwene anhunu sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ ne ti ɛna adwene ma no na nyɛ ne koko emotions ɛna ɛso de yɛ adeɛ na ɔbɛkɔ akɔtwe sekan na nka Charles ti ha yi na me se ayi onya achimota musasi bi wa mam binti no na matwe sekan si no so na matwitwa no ebia ebufom nam de yɛyɛ ba mɛyɛ wie no I realize say esenka me tibua we say ene ma medwene hunu say say ene esenka ye ka no na ye abusuasem na ye nkunyasem nti obi me mpese me komu bebre de me mesre ene say ye wo long haul 2 years plus asema da ya su sese no ye nwene ho ensama ekosu wiase bia be kan yen a enkrofo timi achim no ama yese dabre Ghana nko na asemasie no minya hwose de ahoden because am yaoku oko office FM no e program bi na topic bi na ya ne de because je o chama general say asem we nam de mahoden nyina begina so ya hoden no ba bia se de gina no ene hawa ye be ma ni party ase ehun the situation ene anamon a yetu dia boa oman no dan say you be create impression and the narrative for NDC wa mo nyino man no ho wa mo dwene de obepe president and ehia wo mo which is not a fact because party no crash hye mu no ye mo per no obi atu ho America ti ebesere wo mo obi biara he obi a woni choice o me ti we se me anka se man ko presidential ni bia me wo bi a me support no eno de but wo be support no so a ye wo kwan a ye fa so ene pe ba bia wo gina no so no se de obesi ayo neema ti ye besro mo na mama party mpanufo no a ya to aba mom nyina so chinkwa na me hye omu nkran se adwumaden no wo munye emu party no ene mo be ye papa bia e be ma party na ko nkan ye mu bi ye moja na enan ye mu no wo yinyame moja no de ebo ye no a moja aka me mu eye kotoko moja no NNPP moja eno na ewo me mu ti ye de beta ho wachi emomo ye adwuma ni ye na obi bia nso ye party ba no we standing baby ogina na de ogina chi wo intentions are no let ye nyinara yenka mom ni hu se ni patriotic party krata pon na ye tintim na ye constitution no ye be so ni di buo ebema decisions of the party if it's all be pepening na say party yen hihye na wo yi wani ana wo yi anu obi ana obi ye nchen na o ya ade no antia no a edusi ebu akonta no a odi bebe bisa no bebe nso be kan kyerɛw
honorable Sampine the technical no honorable Timo answer na mema sofo Charles Osu akwaba sofo boko de
eda nyameti ase nyame adaroma ni Sampine so saja wadi kan abona mani me nkasa ono abona mani me nkasa eti yamana kwaba ofi kumasi aba na wano agire mfon so atum azem papa sana nyame hwehwe eda nyame aso se na wohwe asan kwa babi yes maybe na nsu start egugu o mountain so
oh okay
onyankopon ne hu na hu onwanwa ba bo so mini so ewiem timi yekusu sa nsu yesa to na ko na eba no pa beti ese tachima na nsu agu fom no nyasem keto
oh tachima
yes eba sa na de no ba yeso so den eba no ba ne ba ne kora ye be kora no na aka eti mribia ase de onyame ye de opɛ no oto nsu a yemfa nsu no ho emfa so onye ne ma papa ase ye de because seasons ebe ko asamba
yeah
and we hear say ya can me say we can some schools in Ghana ya ka say short eduane wo mountain so esi say na bi ntimi no school ho eni na ya nhyehyeye nti ensu na e ba ni na e ba for a purpose
okay
mama me nyama ni mu fam kwa yɛmfa nyɛ adwuma yɛnya so mfa so
Mate. So from Messiah Bow, Honorable Timo, on the MPP matters, no?
Yes.
Obe can be cacao.
Just something.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just something small.
I am there. Because we present a good from Yemen and to buy the door.
Kranza. Yes, and Kranza, they mean the whole by your chrome. The brown African generally, no. Into Jana, Fakwanya, you tsunami, Shia, Erica J. Yes, and then Kokowine.
Okay.
Men Croft on the age manager. And then so, my home in our friend or software dear. I've been sandwiched by someone whose blood is MPP and someone whose blood is godly.
Yes.
I don't know whether it's blessing or it's a mixed feeling. But we did a lot of communication together in the past, but. Children, no, I one time, no, the time I saw you was moving in second round. But you said something I was happy because I didn't know what TV so. I know, honestly, then you the same for like they were shouting that they've won so much. I don't know, say I'm for sure why not I don't know because he was surprised about the results, and I think it was an honest admission and. And KSMP before they should have looked at their issues from that angle. Someone would take over, but they just went into the governance with such thinking, say, "Oh my, we overwhelmed." And some of the challenges came from it. And I've been wanting to say that you spoke well that day, and nice meeting you. Into MPP in semi bano. You see, we've been in the game before,
and we are still in the game.
And we are still in the game. Anna, it's not about the council sat there, or matna honoma yemra. Sa manfu in disuna time the be gate na mo bia ye juma. But those who are also in the game, almost so many say, notwithstanding mrana modi ashana, a man for so fasu ye juma. Ma shem rano mo so mu ye juma so mon kanche, mo bumeni egusu. Because that the activities of that candidate either enures your benefit or you subtly support that fellow. It didn't panic or Hunsana, one tnaho, Emma, at the end of the day, he's taken by surprise. He must also do something. Into big man naming health work. Yeah. A man in football game, he can name it anything that will, it will bring the conscience and the thinking of the people towards him. Yeah. He will take it. Even though it's your house issue, you see, game no more bonus is here within the MPP. No, it's like the Flassa house against Baumia, the Flassa for Baumia, and against the rest of the candidates. And the candidates know that. No, they know that. I'm with him, and I'm come because I'm not one. He's older than all of us. He knows the game very well. He knows that there is a gang at the Flassa house. I almost supported the vice president against it, and they are doing anything to support. We should once a dream ribina and say na finance minister travel here no. And should have read the budget. The budget. The SWIFT even gave it to the majority leader. Oh, minia Jani and Kasakra. Nyemra, but we know the game. Because Uncle no reader to project him on the floor of the parliament. So you subtly dodged him. Sometimes you're a metropolitan chief executive. Yeah, I'm correct. Maybe you can say that a new game nana. A new game the panya grown a ditty chrome hand. You see, so they know. And Alan Chairman tend to also who said this is his last chance, or it is even his time. He will not sit down and allow that. Be that as it may, no. You know, monitor, and then I meet news, and I meet this young man away MP for Old Tafo.
Yeah, Ekosiisen
is Russian.
Oh.
Matisa Onumpo endorse one of the flabbers Amadin and some. He's supposed to.
I'm inviting him.
He's supposed to face the Central Committee. He's rushing to me. He's a young man, and when young man rush like that in politics,
how is he rushing? Because of the endorsement?
No, I'm coming there.
Okay.
I'm not saying that because you remember one time, Papa say Jonah talked about the corruption and the
Jonah.
Jonah. our can't edify even the economic challenges and so on. He came out and rebutted the media and said that Sam Jonah is not IMF or World Bank that they should take instructions from him. And I felt that it was true. When? You're asking me when? If you don't know, he knows, they all know. Oh, sir. And I know him because my younger brother, we are friends because we're all in the University of Ghana doing our masters together. But the caution is that now my surprise, or no, we're gonna endorse, so be my inviting, and I think he's the first sitting member of Parliament. That is my thinking to face it. And this is first time in Parliament. He must hasten slowly and cautiously because at the end of the day, no mean endorse him, but you don't know who will win. And we know the political game. When they win, how they can target you as a young man and destroy you and so on. Penny Fort says some pine say no. Ono kondo so bimpona somo ya, he's a King Kong. He has carved a niche for himself. He has carved a niche so he can maneuver through the tempestuous, your friend is saying, waters no. Yeah. He can maneuver because he has the skill to maneuver. But as a young man, he has to hasten slowly. Until you're sure, but my caution is that as he's going to open up and go further, they are going to get more murkier things. If we are talking, they shouldn't say that. So no, but say maybe then some to almost struggles and frame. These games will come up, but you are all in the game and you know how to handle it. I know many say but we are also looking at you and then trying to see how we are going to. Better to Until Bana accept it, don't try to use plenty language to massage it. It's real. It is that there's a straight fight between Alan Chairman and Dr. Bawumia. It's a do or die fight. I wouldn't say that it's all die be die fight. Because all die be die independent the on the time it's a do or die fight between them. We are wishing you all the best, my brother. And
honorable Timoni Atene Kano. So for MPP in sense,
yeah. Obi, did he kind of Wednesday now, Wednesday now. My spiritual father.
Okay.
Onyamedi for Apostle Doctor Ekosiisen Uzubempa. Onyam fia dunum emiensa.
53
years.
Okay.
And asasiwa me we. And people ba ko a mentini en short change no for anything. Apostle Doctor Uzubempa. Papa, not because me so for one say. But because we nipa. Apart from the nyamisu a wo. Oba ni nipa susu a oye obi a odi na chi a. Utua ne ma bibiri free no ho. Na oye odososo or showed love to everybody. Onyame aye ni yie. Na nwosra de nyame asa ni bi papa. Enti me man happy birthday. Mr. Nyankopon say Oman and Quatentin, Modin, a woman. Uncle so anam na numa seven so, and Francis San Abusia, and you were buying. Na and num so, Emma or mine Ghana, and your baby papa, and fan to my infra. Yeah, me want some make a crowd home, but our president, as some kind of say, is looking up to God.
Yeah, on the economy.
On the economy, because I want some kind of. But first of all, before I make an answer, no. MPP and matters are rising. No kre nika enye di ni ti na ya. Now until see about come no kre so actually hono. We won't get anywhere. And that's why we are where we are because in timin kan no kre. Ye mi say who say ye kan no kre pa. Is it because who said do ye kasa ye nti? And ama party no mpanimfo akriti awareness ama o man say because we are out here, we are saying what I'm coming that people are declaring their support for, even when they were having the internal elections. 15 regional chairmen declaring their support for one candidate. And I see. Says here.
Yes.
You had several people, leading members. I don't want to mention names, but everybody knows. Declaring support for one candidate, moments as say, when you penal. Say, ya ma sekana ntwa nifa antwa benkuma. Na ekoye say koto de ne bodwe na ntwi de obeka minti wonfa na ho ni firi a. En na de o hawe den e ba no. Yes, it is good. So, omo na si fam. Omo de omo na si fam dia. Omo fancy obi aso. No omo tia obi a within the party say, once we are party bank one day, when I was when you say matusala kra, wo shemra ase. Omo kan obi a say, no, I mean they are not going to give that opportunity for so obi aba be gina bonten aka we can some point can say me. Look, I'm on your phone sua dey o, omo sua hwe and that is why they will go and come back all the time. Because I did a study ABC 2008. A see, you know what happened? They lost election because the divisions are there. Ebai, I'm call about us no. Omudi incho. Sa division now so no. Na esan shishemu 2012. Enti new man na so omo ye no. Omo ntime den. Anya na say so omo ye because we thought that. Nyani pa nyina na team dey at some show. Nyama bi wa ndo am call baby. It will be ni me din corner or mama. Oral and history in NPP. And I said, what? This is something that me, I don't know. I've never heard it. There even in 92, he was there. Meaning that. And has been part of the structure basically. And he ebinim won some more. I'm talking about penny moving a frame on the medium. I can't say which me. And he almost almost form Nancy from na omo se kan na entwe babia boni besi bia no obi be kan bon bibia enye bia no ye nua kodua ne chairman ne executive then and for monansi from other than that there ebe ma say okay say Alan obi o support Alan ko kan dia and the party no ye be free obi atwire nim but obi ko kama ora bawumia ye nka ho asem because see the truth of the matter is say da bena Vincent Asefua kan asem da bena hopes kan dia. Yeah, Mr. Was it the same day?
No, not the same day.
So why say party didn't man Vicent?
But statement about my from me.
No, I'm talking about next statement. Because Hobson spoke. That is why Vicent was called. Some people because I know the same day no Kasai.
Yes.
That's the truth of the matter. Vicent Kasai on a different platform, different day. Before the walk. And he said, "Eba says a Vincent Cocaine, and on Giri said, Casana and Pay, the how bad in Pembaba party, like a friend Vincent, and then the Casai, my very public group yet here. I'm not sure so many hopes and call before I'm not sure fast and for ready. Abba. Is it because you said you're through before Rebecca who said by ya and Coba said, I say your time will be at is that that's what I see. Because other than that, you know, Nipanaka say we and Chay. Why there no more train? I no person what answer. Now so wait him action a visit there aso. They met me 2 am for answer. Yan dia chichide. And penifo say that's why there for chichide on Toby. Me I'm not in government. They are in government. And they want to cross over the sea. And there's a Red Sea. That Red Sea in the Yamfa and Papa Moon and the cross. Yet in Kamum, Yamisru, Ahobrasia, and in Paibo, and the Chassa is you. This one bit my crossover. It starts from today. Some bema per year. Per year. No could dear video money. Now found in the pan stature and status or say Bassy, I didn't bra air can some dear because I don't sure say walk a quarter. Ye do be a summer. I can say, oh, wait, or hinting. Nanadia. What some you can bedroom in ye, you say, Cano chambers, the uncanny chambers answer. Yet the Mrani Juma, I say, 94.7, and will be a deal to say, Pepe. I'm sure say it's too early, you know, and you have a bit as SEC, Abuama, Mama binding ya some tree. Cause baby, I won't yet. When you see a top bedroom, and near top bedroom, do you know? Tony, you say I make a top bedroom, I catch up the top bedroom.
And they are
me top petrol airport share number at petrol. Ye nyina ye. O man no nyina baabi ye. O man no baabi ye wono ye nyina baabi ye. That's a fact. Enti abaya ne party esunsum na wona chi no. Ehia kambomu no kuredie ne pepere ye. So be omde be bo abaya ne chi. Ama o mampani ne na soafo adwuma mu ye no. Minua sampan no. Ebetimi nya sumdue. Are Juma boy, because who was so party gentleman, not officer. How do you stay there? What do you crowd him so at the equity lose election? I have to share back. nti ɛho behia sɛ obi bia ɔwɔ amanyɔkuo no mu no enim mmra ɛwɔ amanyɔkuo no ɔka bibi na me de ɛyɛ kuo nti ɛnyɛ by force yɛde dwan kuo no ba obenya owura mu dia wo hye kuo no mmra yɛden ase ase kuo no mmra na ɛde ɔde yɛden ɛyɛ adwuma deɛ to so mienu I'm sure sɛ kuo no mmra no so sɛ ɔmo ma kuo ma no so te ase obu ha na wɔnim deɛ ɛkɔ so ɔnka code of conduct conduct no kɔden ɛho asɛm nti wɔnim deɛ wei ka na wɔnim deɛ wei ka na wɔnim deɛ wei suka nti no ebia ɔka na asɛm a wɔbɛtumi afa kwan bi aka ɔmo ma party I think they have their own way of meeting they can share it across the country yɛn yɛ code yɛ bɛtumi asa adeɛ no na ɔma party fo nsua party mmra ade a party ni timi yɛ ne deɛ ɔntimi nyɛ ne deɛ de ɔhaw ne ɔyɛ ne timi den etimi ba because the more you keep on suspending people from the party the more na vote no baako na eto a can from 1 and come from 10 and the margin so as we see hard when you film e boy yan maybe who you what you need to take film it took 23,000 and the map of Samuel's be president in 2008 23,000 votes and the many and more money now
so for Charles Owusu attending Kano Champagne quickly 30 seconds
when you get to suspension, one of the methods you check the conduct of people. We have some 1,000, not said 900. Ekas be unruly. And I think 2,000 China, you lose them. But some 1,000, na bakon subin ye. Nam kasi a twina so a shame crime do wa bontino beka say ha me kwa menya suban pa. Intimi de abo na me nsuso sa ne man so bi be ya de ka so ye pia ho dodo should be of quality not dodo of indiscipline and because ye say discipline and ye the dimra so a nka de ye kan ya chance num nyina kan tintintin nka manisa nka nkodu ho two he was talking about party nchiche say kire no especially with this last year director of National Council Dubai no General Secretary then John Bodunum ebo hu dawro agye hu statement ekasa radio so na sefo apart from that me I've been a member of the NPP's national training team since 2010 da bia no ye nhihye ye kɔ no ye kɔ training na ye kyerɛ wo mo party constitution especially the duties of a member and the grievances procedure no ye kyerɛ wo pa ene say your constituency level ne be kwa how their roles and responsibilities na sefo no ye kyerɛ wo apart from that ye kɔ Kofodia ye party no constitution no amended one no ye ma every single party officer copy say kokan wokan at the constituency level no em na mu schedule said them be ye mo ben hihye a mo ne police station for no na akọ other members no ho enti ano no ye ba wonim obi gi ehye moto eno ye souvenir we call them people for ye ko MPP nkrata ho a enye se agya kokan ho say ye did decorate ye them say obi ba ye ma park MPP nkrata pa mami hu se me ye party ba since 1992 no eye binom de a chance say you behwe book no it's a very good say a big people will remind them say yes let's go the a further mile niemfa who say yes a beko for even to non card bearer members but sympathizers no musu ehun because sympathizers no wo mo na a graduate ebeje card ebeye members into hu na sem no ansa no wa be join ya ese wo kwazie say ya do be kwa tamanam na nadum kwazie no na nim se me nkonkwawe nwa me nkonkwawe akrante na misa ba hu sa asem no into wu komo no woni se wo ko akọ wo kwa wo nwe nwa into me ngwan yam de makrante yam de na asem komro ma ne sa into sa na asentu wontimi hu from the beginning na wontimi a na watena ba mama iye betimi no ni ye bi so be besre let's all conform to rules and regulations of the party.
Mate, we'll come to our second issue and no on the economy. One issue is dominating this week. Issues about the economy. Hong Kong and within the same week, Norman Penny Akan say now he's looking up to God to be able to rescue this economy. Within this week, also Bank of Ghana increased policy rate kakra by about 2 percentage points to 22%. Oma Science were publishing measures are put in place to rescue the city from its free fall and some other matters bordering on the economy. And it would be omnibus discussion around economy in summer, including what the president has said in Yanara. But Sanano, My Life Insurance Company Limited, omonede My Way Insurance Abba. Now, My Way now offers you up to 15,500 cover plus critical illness and hospitalization benefits. Enjoy life insurance while saving your money on My Way. Just dial star 165 hash, star 165 hash on your MTN and follow the prompt to register now. For help on how to register, call our customer service number on 0242 439 999. Send My Way. Kase no way. And Ghana Pay app so aba manfa started the year juma gidi. Oko Google Play Store and App Store. Ubetimi a download the Ghana Pay app. Now u download a mobile money service so you can send and receive money at zero transaction fees. You can pay your bills, you can buy airtime, buy data, transfer money to and from your bank account, and do so much more with the Ghana Pay app. Enti Gips and a day aba o download it but o download it where you have to register. Registration you start by dialing star 707 hash. And then you visit any branch of your selected bank to activate your wallet. On Ghana Pay, the transaction be free. You only pay e-levy. Ghana Pay, your money, your way. Engine oil ya jiatum come from Ekosiisen so a seahorse engine oil. Seahorse engine oil. 15W40 and a 20W50. So we private vehicle na uchi, taxi na uchi, commercial vehicle, heavy duty trucks. Opposite engine a boy juma HR. Seahorse engine oil and a uhia. Bebia wagan ha ye ton lubricant dear. Ubenya bi etime ato. Seahorse, you say ema we engine eche rough in the motion and so ema. Mobile phones na wo pay ato, laptops, air condition, smart TVs, tabletop fridges. Edin ba kupeni ye come from Franco Trading Enterprise. Phones papa pa de ho na obenya ato. Smart TVs, tabletop fridges, air conditions papa obenya bi ato ewo. And mobile phones a brand the beer from Nokia to Samsung to iPhones to Alcatel to all the phone brands obenya bi ato with their accessories obenya bi ato Franco Trading Enterprise. Na Bomode say opesa of friend ye din command number nini 0246 422 338 0246 422 338. A honso phones in the nebuono air 4 in the Franco was still phone papa if ye and the ho. My memfa honorable Timo and share as here na maba software na fe ya hwe honorable economy matters arising.
The economy and matters arising. You see, I'm saying Nenin Ranamiti, president, and say there when need faith to be our economic management team, and he has lost faith in Baumia and his economic policy, so he's seeking faith from God to be able to run the economy. But you see, before this time, no, na economy, no. We kept cautioning them. Rating agencies, they started caution around 2019 that the data and the figures, it doesn't add up and it doesn't give us a good picture, say economy in a year. It was not only coming from the NDC. Now we have a beer economy. We are in a system where all the rating agencies, they've
94.7
rated our economy to be CC, which means junk. It means the economy is being run by junkies.
Junk economy in the economy is being run by junk.
If they had AA, they would have said it was being run by Team A. So why is that if you are rated a junk, it is not by junkies? If they had AA, They would have said they are first-class economy. In fact, I had Tembiomkache said they are better managers of the economy. I didn't say these things for them, my brother. One sir, Sisi Ameno Kasano. Look, our balance of payment is a problem. Our deficit is a negative. Access to international credit is a problem, my brother. Now, what the Bank of Ghana, which a Bank of Ghana, no, they are giving the government an overdraft. And since they are giving them 15 billion Ghana cedis to be able to pay. We say, some time ago, our ranking member in Parliament on the economy talked about the printing of currency. By an immediate response by. But you see, the Bank of Ghana no any deposit taking institution. It is almost the overdraft in my government. It means they would have to print more money to be able to give it to them. That is the first thing. All the indicators, the debt to GDP is way wide. Every indicator in this economy has gone haywire. Your city is running agog. Fuel prices are rising. Inflation is at its highest peak, the whole of Africa. Since how do you see no compare? It is only better than Sri Lanka currency over the 195 countries all over the world. In Africa here, Anna, maybe one say Yakokano, Baumia would always come, or the agro, or the teasing, or the abayinmo. That is not, we don't run the economy with teasing your other opponent that handed over a better economy to you. And as at the time, you're handing over more money. It was projected by World Bank, by IMF, by even economic intelligence units there. Given the fact that, say, I have 2 oil fields in the account, after 2016, the economy was going to grow by 8%. That was what we handed over to them. That was the projection. Now we handed over Esla to them. We handed over Exim Bank. We handed over, 2 oil fields, sinking fund, get fund, road fund to them to be able to run the economy. Now, when you say the first thing I can afford was to go and take the 2.25 billion Ken bond. What it meant was that time they were buying now, what the balance sheet, the NDC balance sheet, Timmy sa Euro bond. And said we handed over a good balance sheet that could be used to source Euro bond. It meant by that alone meant that our balance sheet now ye jaima omono. What it means is that after 2020, when they handed over to themselves, they couldn't use their own balance sheet to go and borrow. They were banned from the international market. What we handed over, so what did they make? Balance sheet hand ma omono. What do you call it? Eurobond. Anna, you see, and because of that Eurobond on buying. It amassed artificial strength for some time. Then by the year 2018, almost 2 billion Eurobond. It gave the city an artificial strength. By 2018, by 2019, 3 billion. It gave the city an artificial, strength. By 2020, 2 billion. And by 2021, 2 billion. And almost say 2022, a ban almost more economy and it cannot sustain further borrowing because your debt to GDP keep worsening by the day. Your deficits are high. You cannot come with that. So we are now in a state where it is that we have more money, more Ghanaian cities chasing few dollars. And sika na chasing few dollars no e woman wetimanya sika under this government and more rush to buy dollars and to hoard them for future increase and they can make abnormal profits and so on. So that is where we have gotten to. And to make matters worse, the cost of living keeps going out. cost of living, about everything. Look at the current increment in utilities. All these things push up the cost of living. The economy cannot do anything. IMF buying someone on IMF because they thought that they were better managers of the economy. They should have gone immediately even after the election. That is my thinking, because that was the timer. COVID sikana buying. Instead of saying they will invest the COVID money into the economy, what did they do? They pumped the COVID money into elections, thereby creating that hole. Creating that hole after the elections. It is difficult to fill the hole in the economy. And look, you told us that you were using about 9 billion, your friend is saying, Ghana cedis, to deal with the financial sector, the banks. At the end of the day, you use and what's $7 billion? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? When your flashy programs are not producing the desired results, your one factory is not producing desired results, on its own. The expected returns are through one factory. No. We invested in the trouble gas, and the trouble gas alone, in a year makes over $300 million. That and we combine it. Your one district, one factory, and I keep saying one thing, that the lack of investment into the economy is what is causing the economy now is shrinking. It doesn't have the capacity to absorb shocks, because what you should have invested in, so that it will be able to take on shocks. COVID, Ukraine, you have put the issues on global issue to hide under them. No, it is not going to wash. And sometimes when Baumia speaks, I am ya. Okay, say na pressure no good so na so be kasa about the IMF or coin or say, look, an economy is not developed on brick and mortar and of steel. It is developed on ideas and of institutions. What it means is that na Baumiano into chess who know ideas to develop the economy, and you are hiding them. If economy indeed is to be developed on ideas and on institutions, you have this and you are hiding them. When the pressure was mounted, I know then the carpenter and the tornado analogy need to buy and say so we see fear. That's a fear carpenter be boom now from be bo fear no go be you seal no go. Now carpenter na one yard then I'll be blame me and why na chain na say we na tornado ba na tornado no can the same tornadoes are in Cote d'Ivoire. The same tornado is in Ivory Coast. The same tornado is in Burkina Faso, Benin, Nigeria, and all the countries that also had carpenters that roof and tornado came and they removed. No. Just like on our case, how can international market challenges jump all the countries, and how can the global issues of which you modern economy share under Ukraine, your friend is saying, Ukraine COVID no alone create your problems. You see, my brother, the issue is that with the COVID issue, they rather benefited from the COVID windfall. By the finance minister's own projection, over 19 billion, even if we are going without the 19 billion. And with the 19 billion, okay, say expenditure incur as a result of that was 12.5 or so billion. It means there was some balance of revenue left to you. And one further probe, you say you pumped into other areas of the or other sectors of the other sectors of which part of the economy did you pump the money into that we are not able to feel the impact. And I've been saying that the COVID has no problem because measures now present in the buy. Those measures were Bronuwawu policies that the president brought. Bronuwawu policies the president brought to deal with COVID. Tell me one new policy the president brought to deal with COVID. Tell me. Bronuwawu policies. Meaning, what were the policies? Policies were you have to use nose mask. And yes, sir, you have to do distancing.
Social distancing.
Social distancing, sanitation, and all those things. These were policies that were handed over at the most advanced countries where technology and medicine was at its highest. But thousands of people who were on with the implementation of those policies. Those were the same policies we implemented here. So the policies are near Juma war. Amanoni, America, Italy, France, and all other areas are covering Kuaman. You cannot hide under used policies that were discarded and say it was because of that COVID did not spread.
But those were international protocols.
What I'm saying is that the international protocol were tested, and it did not help those who tested and used them.
But it helped us.
It didn't help us. How did it help us?
We did not record deaths like
We did not record them, not because of those policies.
Really?
In fact, I am happy that today he's talking about the faith in God. I've often said that it was God that saved us from that calamity.
So the president can rely on God now.
God. The president can rely on God, but you don't intentionally. I know what I'm saying there, Minya. So give what you call credit where it is then due. If God can then say, then give credit at the beginning when COVID came and then God helped and it didn't go through. Give that credit. You don't jump and appropriate and then go here and say ABC. No, that is not done. So the economy, as we talk today, interest rates are going up. Even with for instance, Bank of Ghana, the 300 points now they're buying.
Yes.
It calculator is about 3% increment in interest rates. So it's going to affect businesses. It's going to affect individual borrowing and so on. And also at a time when utility prices are going up, when your friend is saying petrol prices are going up, when other things are businesses to expand. At this time, we don't pay austere measures. Businesses would rather want reliefs. People in this country want relief. So workers, public sector workers, how much and increase almost salaries and so on. Now the dollar to the cedi is 10 cedis. It has written off all the salaries that public servants are almost so 2,000 and the dollar was 6 cedis, it was 8 cedis. Look at the value of your 2,000 now, the OS here. Then on top of that, they've been incrementing utilities up to today. So the government is simply running a junk economy. The Omar running out of ideas. If Omar ran out of ideas, they don't know how to handle the economy, and that is why Yakachom said, look, we are in a country, there are experts, and this in Bomon we have a lot of experts, Professor Boppin and co, they've all talked. Omar Bre.
Put them together.
Even if you say you want to put NDC aside, there are civil society organizations, in economies. You can put them together. Look, until you now throw the ball to the Senate, the governor of the Bank of Ghana, he's will deal with fiscal aspect of the economy by virtually running the economy and pumping overdrafts into the economy. He's supposed by law to deal with what? With the monetary policy. You understand? And sit there. Now there's so much pressure on him that they are going on holy discussion with the government because overdraft now does. The printing of the money into the economy. As I'm talking to you this month, they said they are giving them 15 billion. How can, and we share International Monetary Fund now. One of the issues I know that they should stop, there should be some kind of zero funding from the Bank of Ghana. Yeah. That would help in the current quagmire that's my initial comment on the issue, but the economy is terribly bad, and I think that Oman manage the economy well at all.
Maminti sofo na memra sampine ho sofo Oman panyin se ohwe nyame baby ayedu no apart from Neoma almost omudi gu akwan mu no, he thinks yedrum pempenso e was nyame bem.
Fantastic.
One ne ya adwen
obi yedi kan cry by mentima nchia tie4 anchia hwefo
omoje wo so
ya ma hu menu sampan ne menu amrabo me hu mo che ya cha tie4 na hwefo obi say ye pe say ye mpe sa na tie honhum ne di hunam no so e factual say ye pe ana ye mpe honhum no e di hunam no so ndi ade bia esi physical no esi spiritual answer. Urado Danko Akufo-Addo, president. Obeye president. Or say a corner ye urade kon.
The battle is the law.
One case of corner ye kon. The biggest mistake Urado Akufo-Addo aye. Just when ye jumo, why ye juma papa. When you ko Ghana ha. Now no madam for minua. I take where the fashion me kind of radio so or call Nanerigu Kambaga.
Yes.
Or call Republic. Because do on
Sir,
I'm telling you, his words are making. What do you mean? Come on. Or yesterday, yes, you tie Krunuma.
car quine.
Now, regional coordinating council no more sino. I mean about social media be here. Me ma gisu boko kwan. That's a discussion was boko kwan. I use severally. Na me nimsa na kwan city. Now share and bridges ni and Juma present here. Yes, on your Juma. But me say obi biere ni ho a o papa be so won sa e di utwa kwan. Na in the middle of the road uja papa nsa with me twa kwan. San urade ye na ade. Na na dan kwaku fodo. Ebe ye president no. In his journey, a certain man who says on so ye Christian got appointment in this country. The ultimate year and say, "O issue fiat." You can say prophet won shan come ukurimu. O shan come I say o nyan commissioner. O de ba no son so. O suppressing your voice e ukurimu. O no sonin commission so chira the obetimi aka na bonten. E you ntimi kana bonten. Even Nebuchadnezzar time, we didn't see that. There was a prophet called Elijah. Otimi to srum. Insu and told that commission no ekasachire urade. Maybe nobody can quench the fire of God in this country. I'm telling you. Nobody. But now I am for that because prophet has been arrested. Yet she also been banana for bomb in some. You say a pie life. I shall come a fimuya. Nipo shan konfa and hono so efi say or ye be the sia hypono. Ne crime I don't know, so I shan't come. Or no, now I shan't come fan office or ye be a hypono. Amanko, near coaches of one abatum. I remind you. You should, I can say, decree. Nobody can prophesy in this country. I'm telling you, there were pastors that were praying for the president that he never knew. No, knew that every day. Everybody stopped. I am telling you, I'm a pastor. I'm telling you. Because is that the way we are going? I'm happy the president is now coming back to his first love. Without God, won't even succeed. Without God, economy need to turn around. You man have all the ideas you have. Nadia, you see, I don't want for Kasa to say, yeah, Kasa say, Nipa will manage economy. These are doctors, degree holders. They've worked before, not even in government alone. Oma brag on mountains, ye ni pedigree, ye ni qualities they kuta omo. Aname wa. Yet why are we where we are today? I'm telling you. I'm happy the president is. May say that is a mistake. The president sat down. Who can First Chronicles chapter 16 verse 22? Was he infamous on san candy? Minya mema strana. Or can twice? Cause Psalms 105 verse 15. Was I kasubim? Yamia Sam yanokore nipa bien no betu ansa Yamia Sam. Onyame me say nasem aye nokore. Na nipa bien ni asase so you can insult, you can do whatever you want, but God is still God and nobody. Baby Yamete will be in so. He rules in the affairs of men. On top of the demons. And they think that it was normal. A country that we have 72% of Christians in it. A certain man will sit somewhere and began to threaten pastors, threaten men of God because they can't prophesy because me amika be venture. Me call stamp a UMB bank. I will pass. Obi na discount some phantom account. At that time, yes, of me drew me name or take account. Me discount and I say, are you a minister? Talk a minister now. Now me try me no. I'm not talking about a minister in government. Are you a minister of God? Now I'm saying no. I said, but don't you know you're going to be a minister of God? Now I'm saying yes, I know. No, but why don't you ask me? Because Obi may take account there, just there. But Oba me who's Obi do what you crowd back, and now. I saw for color ibi abo obi kura bag wechi me try me obi ani mechi no I don't know who bisa me that I have never met him. I'm telling you how God speaks through people. Na san ko hum no ka chem say me ba be wu a na me hu say wu ba be wu nya me say me kan sure na ko ye we a and fear and panic be na we see people on the street of this country holding guns. Munim rebia we share no kwetu police ni so obeti trouble. Is it not fear? So be you create wait my trouble. And I been see that. So be a tutu amatu akobobi. And we sat here, clap for somebody, and we were clapping for him because he has come. He's a person that is going to. Nobody can sanitize the word of God. No one. Because you obi nkyire nyame de onye. Obi nkyire nyankopon. Kwan ya onfa so nkasa nkyire ne mba. Obi nkyire nyankopon. Kwan ya onfa so nyusu obi asase so. No one. We allow that to happen. Because I osu bempa. Enti yen kopo na senwom ne yesie no. Aye so for a life yen kopo na senwom yesie mo. Yen fa hu nche nyame nkrofo. Na aka se nyankopon wo twene hu firi man ne ho a. Wonim de yesen. Oman bia no. Ahum mi ne di oman so. Onyame honhom ane otwease ne honhom. Sa wo twusi otwease na onyame betwene ho akugina nchen. Ne wo kya wa mo akoba bi. Ba wo twusi onyame honhom so a ne honhom no benante. Na aniema na see I mean when I me share social media me tini panda ebinum abrabo mu nsem ti na omanya ba bia gina they think that God, there's no even God. Now me who the kind of nipa omo ye. Obiso hu se nyame tiase akomo kire ko ha de. De otimi ginkwa ene ewrade. Ukoso ne mankwa. Nti na de yem fasika nto nti fasika mo ho ban. You can't buy life. You cannot. And I'm so glad that my tisa word in a free Owura Akufo-Addo nsem. The MPP coming to power in 2016, Okom party officer, now every week we are 3 times a week, no bumpire. Various areas. They were crying to God. Say Awurade ba bia during the year. Eje se wo bam. I mean can't trust say any campaign message dey Owura Akufo-Addo buy. Awurade. It was no campaign message. Campaign message again the liberty akonya so. Awurade abasa and edin na Owura Akufo-Addo president esi akonya so. Samson ujema obeti ahwe. Eyensa ye hu but emu du e chen bibia. They need to run back to God. Ojuntofo say ema owure mfiri. Onyame a wo yi wo firi wa manne mu. Sa abrabo no emu nsem ye yi ma wa. Aya ma wo hom ne so, but emu bre wo ho ase. Ene nipa ni sika okogina so ndem a ye pon a won kasa. Ore pa mane nya adwuma nya kakra. O trans ya no hen time. So for a crash or chedodo. Basra and say chesa. Mabiari be money had no sorry. You about 6 o'clock no my opens or so for in your for any casa, no can be beach or bumpire money yard in free walk. Because I are here, sir. But on what on a cocoya, I wanted, I mean, the English churches on qua, now where 2 hours, but no one come with them, blah blah blah, so to the can of coffee. Or coffee, I know afraid to honor a quarter or cost 5 hours. I walk on, I was only more. Or quarter on, was the table. 5 hours. Or he's willing to sit there to spend more than that hours and spend another money. But in a fear, dear. Hey, any power be called. Na mama yamre ya wase. Na the entire men can once me I can't say me because dey na Owura Akufo-Addo on person or person oye. O mine no person sisi ni ye. You think that he's happy with the situation? I'm not sure. And you know, he's willing to turn things around. And I'm saying that me chiri Ghana one thing na aban ye aban why ye. Don't about paben me say go to hinterlands over factories or factories across the country. So nyame ya aduma manetima ye ya emre bi ba bedru o man no said ye ne city ebede ebesesa. We have challenges with education. Nanso anya hwe ni onni biefo ma nso so anya school ni bi de eko. He has done a lot. When you come to road, say akwan ho asem. Me anya me mantem akwan. But I'm saying I can tell them say me say me hu akwan me hu say aban in this time why you know enye bi ni. Niema wodo bebre na aban ye. Obi had ntina ya do ba bi adri. And today dollar na brought almost 10 cedi. I think I see 10.2. About 10 cedi. And when I make to fool, me fool I meto. Now e be be kan ho na me say about what why? What's that yatum are you not aware of it? I can't be and I'm sure he's not happy. And to me there, I am glad. We just kind of a Winiba or call Methodist for
Methodist for
program.
No. Yeah.
And okay. If Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, His Excellency the President, has now seen that, yes, nyamena mi nim na me ode me bae no. I think that baby edru me di nipa dream. Me nipa ho ode ni me susu nyina aye de say me ye. It is now time to turn round to God and seek the face of God. What can trust him? Ne before. Abra Jonah. Eko ka chom so nyame se opese say oman no.
Yes.
What happened? Oman no ohene declare fasting. 3 days fasting. So obia anya country including emwo oman mu. I'm looking at the day that we have a president that when there's a crisis will call for a national prayer and said before we tackle it physically, let's call on to the Lord.
Yenya extensive drought.
Yeah.
Anna kusumoyo.
Sure.
President Kufuor say kobompaya NDC for the scene.
Sure. No say osom dey onim say anyone NDC for no.
Na meba ho.
Look, aso for ya chom from kra ma bi ni mu na matete wo Kumasi okay June 4th time there, you know what happened. So mum dey aso for atana and shadan hamisa. But one ye nim ye wura de no. Bible say obi nim wura no so onsom na unya no. But we are nim ni de esase ye som. Esase ye kai hu ba bia ye free ba obi abrabo no na nye said net yo. Nye say na net ye. Emre bi duye na nye. Enye connection ni nyam ni de ni nyansa because obi onyansa chen o. Obi nim connection chen o. But you are where you are today just because grace be inside the account. Let us humble ourselves. Mama yamra fom ni emfa nidie ene ye buo emfa ma onyame a wote soro. Yen sre no se urade. The SCB or nyame a to be ma de enye possible na ye possible. O to nsuo kura free soro. The economy no ntimi turning around. Obi be didi matamaka chem say mo ade asay wi am say mo kofa nkoma mpa body yi. I'm telling you obi ewu. It be bomb pie man sorry the economy small thing.
But you believe, sir, by that admission on the part of the president, sir, it was so sign call back to Nyameno.
Yeah.
You be who turn around be.
Sure. See, with pure heart. I'm already 10 nechim from my order. Onyame wanya sada o. What you say? O kono mu yetia. Nye nipa na edwane kono, edwane koto awurade. Hanetie.
Because Obi say, Obi, you think you can rule a nation with spiritism this day and age and our say. I now know why we are in this junk status. China isn't a Christian nation.
You can say that.
They are the second biggest economy in the world. Tell the pastor in your studio.
No, yes, sir. Yes, Hanetie. You see, he Obi, so Obi, let me say, American, Obi nyam sumni. But we'll break it through.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean say the papa.
A quick one. The fact that we are Christians, so it's
religious.
But religion is different from
Christianity. Absolutely.
Look,
Christianity.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Say, if I say Obi a bosom sumni. Also, yeah, on the religious faith himself.
Yeah. A Christian.
Yeah.
Yes, but or something he or she believes.
Yes,
that is religion.
Of course.
And the president believed in God.
Yeah.
Because he didn't say he was going to see any spiritual
deity
be baby. Was it? No. Was it being called back to a Uradin chain? And that is the good thing. That is the something makuma. I told him. Na who said Niema besesa. Wura na ahye no ensuo beto agusu ama na afefe because onyame na de wura Akufo to buy it does not matter you see you say nkofo obi ho nyame ni nti wo ka nyame asam sa na ono obi ote no he can decide to write whatever he wants to write, but I'm telling him, whoever is writing or whoever is listening to me, whether you like it or not, God rules that
in the affairs of men.
Thank you.
So for Charles Owusu and the attending canon, Honorable Sampain Ebebemba, we say, Obi, I find it funny when, supposed Christian commentators make the kind of claims and hypotheses about supposed error being created because supposed voices have been sanitized by the IGP. he should go and read about the closing down and cleanup of the church tables in Rwanda. Hitherto, there was so much indiscipline among persons who claim to hear from God than all of us. Kindly ask him what all the other nations did against God. I'm equally a Christian and followed Christ for 43 years, but I beg him to stand down on that claim of his. By the way, His Excellency the President has always prayed, praised, and persuaded us that he has always yielded to God. Amos Kevin Ananediwe Abba. We say, Obi, good evening. What Pastor Charles Owusu is saying is instructive. Obi, the NPP regional election showed me that there are prophets on this land and must be respected. Look, we may have fake ones, but like the good book tells, we should allow all of them to grow, and during the harvest, the chaff will be separated from the seed. Aki Ewo Efia constituency. And he says, regards to Yawamwabenya Champon and Okateche Amankwa Efrifa. And Odiwe Abba. Obi, let the hand of God prevail in our land. Fuseini Salifu, Kaswa Zango, and Odiwe Abba. This one says, without God, man cannot exist. We need to see God's intervention in situations like this. Okroye Boa, Ewo Breman, Benin. Honorable Sampain, ma yentio.
Can't confirm syndrome chrewo. Na wosre. So kaisa asem. Me see NDC behavior nyina sanity. I say and confirm one bom didi. Ba ko ya prr no tu no mu nyina tu. No mu kosia na fifio. No mu bisa wa mu say eyeden no mu tu ye. Hwe president asema okaye efa ni nyame a wo mu si enede wo mu si nyame na mesomu no menua Timothy hasisi a o si covid enye aban hihye o de baaye no na amaye anwuo na ye nyame confused minds asem no so hwe the president kan o kire mu se o pese ne hihye ade bi ode babia no de bebo Ghana fonti na oye no mbeka free education ni 1D1F niema bebo ama o man na tumpon oji tumu se enema mu ayeti
4.7
o kire kwan ye faso ene de beye o hwie no city. I'm quoting him. Above all, I continue to have an abiding faith in God to help turn the fortunes of our nation around, accompanied by appropriate policy, determination, and hard work on our part. And I urge all of you gathered here to have that same belief that the fortunes of Ghana under the presidency of the Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo will be restored. The battle is the Lord's, he stated.
The letter was in the spirit of God.
Asemwa oka enu no na se kenkan eno mo ntiase o se brofo no eno mo ntiase o se confirm syndrome no ene ba kwa aka kirom se yenye ni senti sa na nyina be ye na wi akobisa wo se adenti na ye ni sa o. That is why they are taking the narrative to that level. Obi mijitum pa se Ghana yedin min kwatra ba bi ensre mo me buso da miti ha as mayor me ba mayor kwa afini yentua mekada nti nyeso bi beka so akodi mayor nti. The reality of the matter is that mijitum say we have challenges as a nation. But challenges no my yen discussing no said the Ghana that's here muti baby any yankwa. I'm telling you there be am this example. Me wa me cousin back wo UK. Busumi bi am na nam this ka komane mame. Or the banam dia komano. Almost 1.5 years in it. Me and me pay ka komane mame. The last time match me call UK. Na mbedi me how many years? I'm talking about almost 2 years as me call UK. Only 3 months of January eno nyama me. I saw queues. I pay fuel. Me hu groceries. A board they could draw. And ne warm energy bills. For heating. For cooling. Baby I could do no. Unim say the assembly no you call Poland. World Urban Forum. Wakatovici. taxi driver bi anam na obisa me say mu kuro mu ho moto anwasen anwa di aduane o enam si o dudu bia obetimi o si ye ha de shop nam do call ya on say me bag e kai o man farm I had to go get new clothing to no nam ne call o si ba bia call ya shopping no uka say wo to anwa yentimi ma onto 2 liters no more than 1 Poland asem na mikan yo enya chichwere asem na mikan o. So they are looking at it say globally and Britain one more say one more trade deficit especially with the US no running into billions of dollars. Baby biara and asem ne koso. But let's get specific to our case. Timothy, we are former MP. I regard you as such. We know share radio so TV so but ne we kasa bia we use no many anye ho say the Bloomberg and I rated that as junk. Me wunu that. So none of no the abeshawa. Until the economy is being run by junkies. When him junkie?
It's run by who?
When him junkie? Say sana wo kanwa 2016 near see a we dompe no ma enam no ma ka dompe. Na dum so obi mu studio ha. That time never be TV. I say there be a meka na biem. Near be TV or my hin and edwam ya best start ye be ya no na fun omudum kanea na mo giant set kese no enso call off efia no pa no nso kopema wia no mienu na munya kanea hwe billboards amomesi ye hwe live presenter mentions amomesi ye hwe nkrofo sika people were laying off workers factories gui the junkies of the times na ru John Mahama now your new darling boy Professor Bakuna Mokrasem no NDC guru no only one and run the economy no. Why didn't you use him there? That magic that you are talking about. Sure. Me no make us my masters or my masters okay was. When him 10 programs me no.
Na say David. Obeka so be NDC guru. As or a card bearing member na.
But the shen bottom.
Oh,
what the fan no twinche. But me see, one more darling boy no manya no. He was there when John Mahama was running a junkie. Or criticized them that ben. Jade okano. Me kan sem so obi. I know say dollar no the economy, but a lot of issues yen kan manipa entiasie. Me try to do my trust for the past 2 weeks. It beats my imagination and understanding, say, within a period of a month, a free 7 cities, it may do 10 cities. A been crowd running on daily basis.
Yes.
Hourly basis. And to them, some say, a banadian.
94.7.
What I say, I need to do so to back. I say, Motiano Master dollar, Nakusin, and all that. And conforming so $10 in free system no more. Or card the quiet a good year be. Sana me who no. But the reality of it is a scarcity of dollar no. Argentina banesa. Country say what here will go to see Uncle Cote d'Ivoire, Uncle Togo, Uncle Benin no. One more depend on dollar. One more you're tied to France and the French franc. But Nigeria there and you're not one more and then 5% talk tax abetu or more. You say more revenues. Echo from tea. They need money. Since we have called Biana do 5% of amount of use or cost on Nigeria just this week. Cote d'Ivoire, Kobe some money challenges. Kobe some. What can I know? I'm saying the Russian rebel. Russia, on no one didn't sika. On no one didn't sika. Your business I no memoha obi even Professor Bia nanu no kasa so ya di esika nyina time bibia $2 and nanu anom tie mo book research allowance no they were quoting dollars. They never quoted in cedis. Inti ya ni ye na aban akwaya se oni kamafo oni wofasi bia nti no asem ne ba na onu nko a eno de atwere ne bo. Yes, utilities ekosro enano yatum. Be a busy who say a fit 2017 no more bano, na ho asem te sen. And now economy no NDC for can they run it down. As if say if it's 7 January 2017 and you bomb mine. One of the fastest growing economies in Africa and in the world. Nanya Ghana between 2017 and the mid part of 2020. Isn't that a fact? Say COVID. A bit clear in Nara. Adentin and ne would do airports. A ski for no nasifwa. We bag Jimmy Kawa 3 days. Na wamunya staff airport staff mpo adena South Africa Airways airport bankruptcy a wamu grando ye adintra ukwa US leading supermarkets are shut it down. China will be best send message say omunya nyamsom for no womu nyame omusom womu effect on them now mpo a womu COVID naba. Look at the impact on businesses. It is a bit in chain. No can MQ say 1 2 1 more biara. Na there yam ya. And he say one more candies fun especially and one more no am dwene pe no. Obi antimi kan kire say munya de say na bema enema gina. Obi sorry say mun fanim de fo no enkonkoye. Charles akane ha. Wo fi say one more wa ba mu nya de fo. Into wonim do amoye
adwini ba ko foot.
Of course adwini ba foot na wonim engagement omne nkrofo hwe.
Former President Mahama say monye
ono de anfanase meka bi kwaku
IFS for
obi jaika obi jaide akano efa do Mahama ho former president one quiet forum wo Senchi. Onye wie no beka che so ma wi dompe ne enam nyara ka dompe no. Enye na dum so ba ya for 4 years want me resolve no.
No, omoye for
Debbie, we should be very honest with ourselves. The economy in 2016 no, it is let you say e dey external shocks kra na wo ho. Petrol gas kra na nya bia wo mo say so be this so akọbọ pipeline mu e wo alato ka say act of God no. How many years did it dispute that accident no? I'm not disputing that accident too, but enum pa na nke betim di one day edi tube na chemu no. It took them about 9 months answer. Na ye short to gas. Ni akosalan gas ho. Ghana Adeba kwa Mijisa Mahama ye ho ade former president say o ka say nche ne refi asem. Enka de ndisi fo keka ne nei. Nko bia ntie wo mo. Nko bia ntie wo mo. Because we acknowledge that fact and also know President aka wakana mo yetu do mo be yaka ho. And that is the way that we need to go. Into what nchen na eya wo de say o man mo Eyanom de akoto to Sri Lanka eno na Erika Jetia ebi asem kro tiase ebi a wankan ehunu Sri Lanka aduane kro munya bi ni
mate
petrol kro munya cap emfa nkosa petrol emfa nwu o muka mu when countries like UK AQ for fuel Ghana ha even though nubo no kosro no it is in abundance. What I say?
So for me,
Chance Council and to us.
1 second. In fact, no cranium anymore. I said Ghana for a day and yes, it's a Kenyan answer. 3 days ago, I may have fortunate a meeting be delegation be a free Nigeria bagan. Omi Yamin Crawford. I'm basically when Yamini pay for help. Because baby, I do know Nigeria, or man, I say we. I would say the cost of one get Ghana are fortunate. The other side aspect, say you cannot even drive from here to Kumasi or drive up kidnapping near my air cost to Nigeria or mining Sikano. I mean, the man said Lagos Abuja 100,000 naira flight because of the kidnapping
to be a fasoro.
And I said, was it the Hunu TV? Just
the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. And so when I me seeing 7 cost me towards hey. And one of them has said, well, join the church. I bet in Ghana say, if things doesn't change, he's not going back there. Yes, so we are in crisis. But I'm telling you that even within this crisis, God has been faithful to us as a country. Mama, careful when we talk about spiritual issues.
Dr. Lawrence, Dr. Lawrence of Virginia, USA.
Madam Fono.
Osi Obi, 3 days of fasting. Who is going to declare it?
Madam Fono.
Are you serious? Count the NDC out. We cannot stay away from food and water due to someone's incompetence and negligence. Didn't we warn them when they started? Dr. Lawrence, dear.
Where they started what?
Time I started is that Nioma Nkuya.
They get it all wrong. They say it's the difference between criticizing and preferring solutions. Oh, Ekwano Echia, Ekwafa Obigotemu. Oh, please. Please quietly now. O kasa maminye. Ekwano Echia. Usi Ekwano Echia. Ekwano Echia no. Usi bia sovia no baby odi kofa ye no. Na ye ebuo bia yentimi tu ase. Nti mumia sisa no na yemfa abusia. Engu ha na ho ntintim na yemfa nati engu so na yemfa compactors no. Enti sisu ntintim no na engu so kota. Eno na no waka asem asebi. Edim puntuo ene nkoso eba but criticizing criticizing it doesn't make us say former president Mahama Semno and I'm catching my finance member and I know ko apiati yes okoka chem say abantua compensation private person edini car nam na say eko blast ya enya that company no any compensation. Yes. Airlines enya crashes nyano. Enya airlines need compensation. Yes. US ni UNA, US ni UK ne, Italy ne, Indonesia, Malaysia no mom flight CTV no. Wom need compensation no. David. We na all country yes say.
You see, yes. Sometimes behavior is irritating me. When you are here. Who catches it? You see, who catches it? We have not brought one suggestion. Sampai, how many times and what suggestions do you want from NDC? Minia, who the chair? Minia, Setekwe, you people have interviewed him here severally. On your NDC ni? Oh, Minia, Janamin Kasa. He has advised you people. We have told you to cut completely down on expenditure. And that, please let me look at the mismanagement, look at the corruption. Led by who? Until we are happy, you keep increasing your expenditure. The president said he was cutting down on expenditure and so on. Currently, you are appointing people. You understand? And my brother, you see, when you tell us, even almost suggestion. And the incompetence level or international level. Why would you need an incompetent fellow to give you advice when you wrote him off? Your own Baumia. We shouldn't criticize. We are part of Ghana and we feel the heat. I feel the heat. I have children. My brother has children. You even have children too. Intinu said, some banner say, economy near car. When you have then you should show. I said, you give us some modicum of respect. Some my respect. You don't take the place and you are just talking down on people. So be an NDC card. If it's an NDC in Bob Penana and Mahama Nabi, you're Ghana for. Don't we pay taxes? Don't we have a right to know what our taxes are being used for? My government, you know, Mudia called G borrowing, Mudia called G Isika. Oh, many Casa, then again, too, revenue that Munya over 530 billion was given to no government understand God that. What did you use the money for? You've run the economy aground. Yeah, council now bofu. And yeah, NDC, and then the MPP should also know that it is not an issue between NDC and MPP. It's an issue against the people of this country, for which NDC is also part of the set. Into a car, we are saying it because it is not an NDC and MPP matter. It is for the people of the Ghana. Look at the debt situation. Look at the inflation. Look at the downgrading. Look at the risk to debt payment. Look at the deficit. You do a budget, and your projected revenue is over 130 billion. Then ankamode 11 beguma nanka kodru and 11 amanya ntino your expected revenue is less than 100. How are you going to do the funding? When we are questioning and then we are telling you this is what's your mom suggestion? Now the incompetent group will give you suggestion. It's because of our incompetence the people of Ghana voted us out. Look at your debt sustainability level. Show workers in this country, people are crying for cola they are not getting. It's real. And you can't tata neokroma and you kuma wood film.
For cola, they've gotten 15%.
They've gotten 15%. It's not yet hit the accounts, my brother. I'm also into the public service.
Yeah, but the announcement
yes, that. Oh, we've. For my brother, we don't say that announcement have been done over and over public policies. It didn't materialize. Until it hits the accounts, because I'm for change this month. Hit the account and hit it. I've seen write-ups on the fact that hitting pona there will not be arrears and so on. Intino mono mukasano should carry us along.
Okay.
So that my year then as a new year, someone munya respect my Ghana because people voted for you. They voted for a change because almost better lifestyles. You see how the issue about fuel now. It's about the issue of currency now. It has become worst performing currency in the world. So even the fuel prices is stable, currency now you must find more money, more dollars to go and buy it. Mukasano, windfall now about your projected amount of money for the barrel of oil. No, see a cost. No, this Ghana. How can you borrow to pay? How can you borrow to fund free HSS? How can you do that? Shaniama, even look at our energy sector. Look at the crisis. Look at the fact that increment number, Esla Kwan, can have cleared off. You are calling us a Yamfashin Jamo. Even that alone is suggesting to you the fact that we even left Esla, sinking fund, the Exim Bank. These are all sources of revenue. Your friend is saying borrowing, and you can't account for it. Tell me what you have done with it.
Good evening, Obi.
If you do this thing, then you turn around and blame we who are in opposition. Then what did Ghana for no? Dear Bono no me vote mamo. Some must be to handle economy. Dear mamo. I feel the mood turn around and blame and say, "Mamo suggestion." They suggest Good evening, our people have suggested several millions of suggestions to you. You say you can compare. Must say, "Oh, these are incompetent people." You can oh, these are incompetent. Why should I mention it to you?
Okay. Well, say good evening, Obi. I know and believe times are hard. I don't know when we will get out of it, but there is one thing I know for sure, that the battle is still the Lord's, and he would surely deliver us. Please tell Kwesi Obein Fosu, a.k.a. BT, that's Baba Tofik, of the Ministry of Energy, that I wish him well in Adentan, Niyamasa, Ewo Adentan. Obi, simple, tried and tested solutions to fix the economic hardship has turned into a religious program. A baby man will never develop with this thinking. I'm so disappointed. Politicians, people are suffering. Oh, Tom, save us. Why? Some point, didn't they tell you to reduce your government size? Didn't they tell you to stop the excessive borrowing? What did you do with the COVID money? Dollar is now 10 cedis. What crime has Ghanaians committed? We have received 600 million from ghost names. Give 300 million to the buffer stock. Okay, on suggestions are or they Abba and no. And the Alexander Frimpong Maxwell or say or Ashaiman and or the way Abba. Obi, what do you see on the dollar bill? In God we trust. Let's remove all the dead heads on our cities and put something about God on it and see the difference. Nana Amponsa Bediako. Good afternoon, Obi. Kindly use your very renowned platform to wish my beautiful daughter, Dr. Irene A. Bracon, PharmD, that's a doctor of pharmacy, of Lawton, Virginia, a special birthday which falls on today, which is 19th of August. May the merciful God grant her all her wishes. Thanks and my regards to Omanhene Kwabena Asante. Inti Dr. Irene A. Bracon, Lawton, Virginia. Happy birthday to you. Let me see the other ones. Obi. Okay. Ma memfa we in nafe. Kindly let Charles Owusu know that Ghana, being a secular state, is governed by a national constitution and not the Bible. Some of us are also pastors and elders in our prophetic and our churches. But please, let's know where to draw the line. Dr. Dakwa, Washington, D.C. Wait, sir. Good evening, Obi. I listened to KKD and the comments he made against the finance minister. It is not different from what the NDC communicators have been saying over the years. Just that KKD this time around chose to include the parliamentarians. Obi, civil society has been quiet on this same issue. The Peace Council and some leading journalists in this country. But that day will surely come when the NDC led by John Mahama is sworn in as President of the Republic on January 7th, 2025. Someone in the finance ministry will be a potential figure to face prosecution. And the constitution is clear on conflict of interest. Alfred Kojo Tradels and on the way Abraham. My very good friend Elvis Darko says, okay, also Ghana was rated junk in 2015 and he sent a link to that effect. Also Ghana downgraded deeper into junk by Moody's on oil slide. Okay, thank you, Elvis Darko, editor of the Finder newspaper, for coming through with this one. So for Charles Owusu, wrap up my answer. What's it? Well, doesn't be free, so I'm honorable.
Oh, that will me.
Me. I know what kind. And not by economy. And I made me quite MPP economy. And not about to economy.
Oh, they don't mind.
I know. If you react to, don't worry. React. 1 minute.
And I'm reacting you and I talk for you.
Not so for
fighting because
1 minute.
Your kind will be to promote it for where MPP ni biara from president to the last person. Entina Ghana ha and can say, oh, you're happy with the current situation. Oh, please. Obia enkan. The year can say, asamuno enye ne dakro na eba kufu asam. And it's also a fact. Say obi biara wan konachi ankohwe de ti na ano no. Ontimi nko nanim ne. Enti wo ka say obi run junkie. Obviously we are junkies. Meanwhile, I am the so be the year by 2015 crown. The that description. Moody's that description. No. Inti wo can no I won't find susuye bia maaye no. E dey nti na se me tran say ka ananya ma ekoso mamu a wo bisa se sika ye nya de aye den no. Ah, mo makwa free SHS o.
Oh, don't go there.
I will go there.
I have my child.
I will go there. Na wunim the pressure. Nanka why so? Tama na free. Say na free SHS in wa. Obi. Eya me dese Charles wa ha. Wa bobo projects a ono akọ hunu. Me boa. Charles. Me kan. Wo say waka. Wonam ha. Hunu all across Accra. Kumasi, Sunyane, maybe trademark of infrastructural development. Sabio, and ya in Pano gu a hanum no, and a course I declare Jumano, Ghana Sika. When you say Yakuko Jibusa Biara, Yamau, grace period, minimum yet 5 years, mewa. And he said, Busana, John Mahamani and this no more G, no. When I started 2 years Abusiano. Nti so betra ha ka che se ya gisika ya di kwatua busia wo busia na wo gi ye no hwa na etua ho ka hwan pa na etua sa busia no ho ka nti eto da bia ma yemfa politics no enko that level. We are confronting the challenge now. And I know say with God on our side. And me jinyami di pao. Hwe one man send no messages na asifo mo condemn sansem. Ne bi no have gotten it wrong. E bi grant asem ni ye. But wonim sankrofo ni nyina odu ni office. Obom pa yansa no asate adwuma. ɔbɛfo ne kaa tu ne kaa kɔ adwuma ɔbɔ mpaeɛ adan nti na yɛ ɔnka nkyɛ sɛbi wo maame baabi fa kaa fa me kɔ
ɔnkan book
nti ɛtɔ da bi a let's be very honest with ourselves even US ɛne n'asefoɔ mu ka no Trump nom ne Clinton nom yɛso a wɔn in no ɛdeɛ na wɔn de yɛ wɔn mu wi adeɛ na wɔn ka the Statue of Liberty esi hɔ no ɛdeɛ na wɔn atwerɛ abɔ da pɛmpɛm ana US ankasa wokɔ Capitol Hill na n'asefoɔ no a ɛdeɛ na Washington ɛdeɛ na wɔn ka they always talk about onyankopɔn
sɔfo Angambeka suffer some pain.
But nam you senior master.
Suffer just also fire sorry.
Obi. Yes. The woman is saying and penny for say nipa boni for say kroma otimubi. I'm sure say nyina ye Ghana for. Yakoma so de pa na say niam be fine aboy nyina ma sabe ahoto eden aba. Because ahokyere ba it cuts across. Affect you be. The president has said something here. If he said, "Meaning how they are going to implement it here." So, be provided vehicles ama market women because of enuana kakawuram.
Yeah, no, they are Agric Minister kind. I think President retreat.
They are far eduane yeah, the papa, but I don't know how they are going to do it. The most important message is I thought that Kuruni bi wa nye asphalt from here, and yet high road here reshaping of the roads. So be a cars ni Kia trucks and tractors from beating my call for me then I go find no by anything abba yam for ni enko na yam say for ni processing of food unim I also me woman say onyame achi achede a aban bi aba yam for ni nko ho beating my boy ama ye free ye hawo na achede no de any natural resource ayo oman ye wa japade to the sense say ye de ni ko ho nko a ye ho betima henhan ama ye ho atoya me bi kura den aka akire okay kan bible abra pharaoh son da ye na wanti da ye na se na joseph kire da ye na se no or putu da ye no into practice
yes
samre no chosem kire se e komba wiase nyinara afei de na obi afri ba bi eba kan say Egypt na oba beto aduane den akwa nti aduane ye ade ba ko a edi kan onipa bi abrabom because edenya wo bedidi we even if we fast for the 100 years kwa the next 101 kwa so ja ya se odidi nti aduane no eba ana ebeba ana hu hihye no se Ghana de ani koso a from place ni Borahafo ni Ashanti region kosi the northern region see etimi aduane etimi export bi maneden amani ye thank God now we have various factories are eba more person de value can raw materials na ye won yeah I'm sure say in the long term in medium term niam betime den asesa but above all no, life without Christ is nothing abrabo bi anyame nim bia na me fatu nchen bibia nim e hollow empty the wutie bi na say unim Christ na wadwene say wo banya bibi kakra bi ato obotom na hwe wo account mu bibi wo mtino officer where your guy I'm saying that life without Christ and nothing.
Reverend Charles Owusu and your tenant can Ekosiisen so the higher Sempa FM.